Hey guys, it's Dan here, and I want to thank you for supporting me on Patreon and through PayPal and all the years I've been on TV. Don't forget, you can always go to our website and join us on one of our fishing trips. And if you'd like to do a private charter, I'm available for that too. But today I want to answer some questions. People were asking casting, like what are the keys to casting and some things that they should do to their reels to help them cast better. Casting is just about experience. You got to really take some time and practice to learn how to cast with a conventional. Spinning rod is a lot easier. Spinning reel, something like this, is very, very simple and easy to use for casting. It's just what a lot of people grow up on. That's what they get comfortable with. But as you get more and more experience in fishing, and you want to start throwing like iron jigs at fish, you really need to go to conventional reel. And when you start getting offshore on the multi-day trips, trying to catch a bigger tuna, or even locally for the nice white sea bass, a larger reel works out a little bit better. You got better drag, stronger reel, heavier gears, and it works out nice. So one trick you can learn is to wet your line before you start fishing. What a lot of guys do, you watch some more older experienced guys, they will actually go behind the boat, put the reel in free spool, let the line run behind the boat and straighten out their line a little bit, and then wind it on nice and tight, and the line's wet. It makes it easier when you're casting. Another thing they do is adjust the spool in the center here. On this reel, it's on this screw here, and it kind of loosens the spool, and you don't want it too loose, but you want it loose so that it flows really nice. And a lot of the other step, the big, really important step too, is maintenance of your reels. Lots of people just use the reels and they go home, they don't even rinse them off, and you can see it on the reels when they're out fishing. You really need to rinse off your gear all the time, and every couple trips, go through the reel a little bit. And if it's nothing else than putting some Lucas oil on, reel oil inside your reel to keep it lubricated. This will help out with the corrosion inside the reel, and it's keep everything flowing nice and smooth, and it makes a big difference. If your reel gets in bad shape, you either send it back to the factory or visit your local tackle shop. They'll have, most local tackle shops all have a reel repair department, and they have people there in-house that can tear your reel apart and just clean it all really, really good and put new grease in it, new oil in it, and that will make a difference too. I only do that every few years when I do a lot of fishing, and we film anywhere from 20 to 26 shows a year. And besides that, I'm on the water on private charters. Sometimes I use my own gear for that. We have our own set of gear that we leave on our boat, but sometimes I'll drag my own rods and reels on that too. And sometimes I just go fish for fun. So I'm on the water a lot, and that's why sometimes I have to send my reels in and get them maintained and take care of them. And it's the same thing like you do with your car. You know, when you get to 50,000 miles, 100,000 miles, and you have to do that big service update on it and have it taken to the dealer. It's the same thing with your reel. Once you've caught a bunch of fish on it and you feel the reel sticking and all that, has nothing really to do with the manufacturer, because they made a good quality product. You need to take care of your products. And if you don't take care of your gear, your reels in particular, they're gonna let you down, and you're gonna be all frustrated when you have that fish of a lifetime on and your drags lock up or gear breaks because you didn't spend any time taking care of it over all the years, and you're finally on that fish of a lifetime and your drags lock up. You have to change the drag washers out every once in a while, just so that they're good quality drag washers and that the reel performs correctly like it was designed. You know, you can't blame the manufacturers if you never take care of your gear. You know, wash them off really good. Don't soak them in water, but just lightly hit them with water. Take a towel, wipe it all down, get all the salt off it, and clean it. And use some of the Lucas reel oil on your reel, and you won't be disappointed. The better you take care of your reel and your rods, clean the guides and stuff, the more dependable that gear is going to be for you, and the more fish you're going to catch on it. You don't want to be guessing if the reel is going to hold up while you're fighting a big fish. You want to know it's going to work. So take some time, do some maintenance, and if you have to take your reel in for service, take it in for service, because you don't want to invest thousands of dollars on a multi-day trip and then not be able to have good quality gear to fight the fish in. And even if you're going on a $50 half-day trip or a $100 three-quarter day trip, you know, you invested hundreds of dollars in your reel. You want to make sure that reel is going to work. So take good care of it. And if you have to, take it in for service. And once it's taken care of for service, follow up and maintain it with the Lucas reel oil and keep it clean, and you won't be disappointed. All right, and practice casting. I cannot emphasize how important it is to be able to practice casting, to be able to cast your line away from the boat. It's one of the most frustrating things for me when I'm on a tuna trip or even a yellowtail trip locally, Catalina, and I'm watching the fish boil in the corner, and I see guys walk over the corner of the boat, and all they can do is put the reel in free spool and drop their bait right there. They don't have the skill or the knowledge how to cast that bait out toward the fish. If you can just cast your bait 20 feet or so and get away from the boat and get it right in that spot where the crew's chumming bait, you're gonna get bit. You're gonna get bit really quick. So it's really important you learn how to cast. If all you can do is put the reel in free spool and drop your bait right there in the corner, that bait is gonna swim under the boat and hide from all those fish, and you're gonna be frustrated because you can't catch a fish. All right, learn how to cast. You'll be really happy that you did. You'll catch a lot more fish. And if it's local fishing like yellowtail or small tuna, if you can't do it with this type of reel, use a spinning reel. It'll work. Just have a good quality spinning reel, and that smaller tuna, that 20-pound fish, you'll have no problem with it. Even the yellowtail and calico bass fishing is fine. But try to learn how to use these, and you'll be really happy that you did catch a lot more fish. So just want to talk to you a little about casting reels and maintenance. Maintenance of your equipment is very, very important, and you take care of your equipment, it won't let you down. You'll catch more fish. All right, guys, that's today's little informational bit here today. And please support me on Patreon. Please go to my website, sport-fishing.com. If you want to join us on a trip, you can do that there. Or if you want to do a private charter with me, I'm available all the time. We're doing lots of private charters, and even some open party trips on my boat with only 4 people on the boat. And I can teach you hands-on, give you that fishing knowledge I've had over all these years, and love to spend some time with you on the water. Don't forget to subscribe right here. Thanks again. I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye, everybody.